J Vera and Walnut here to review the Sephora sampler set, which contains fragrances by ArianaGrande, LoveShackFancy, Kilian, Clean Reserve, Kayali, The Seven Virtues, and more. But first, welcome to Easygoing Scents.
Hooray!
This set cost me $38 and came with 9 sample vials of perfume and 1 voucher that could be turned in for a travel size of any of those 9 fragrances. I'm going to review the fragrances in the order that I liked them from least to most, so watch until the end to see which one I use my voucher on. This time I have a tray of all of the scents right in front of me, so let's go! Number 7, Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues, which came out in 2018. I wanted to try this one last time. Ugh. I actively dislike this one, but I feel really sad because everything I've read online makes it sound like it would be something I like. So I think the issue is, once again, they're using some kind of ingredient to make it smell a little toasty or roasty, and not for me. That said, if you don't have a problem with like smoky, fiery vanillas and your nose doesn't interpret whatever ingredient is used to make them negatively, then you might like this because it gets very high ratings online. Number 8, Glossier You Doux. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is another scent that I hate. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate it. It disgusts me. um, I would like to get brand partners someday, but Glossier is just not going to be one of them because this is the second scent of theirs I've smelled, and we're 0 for 2. I know that with the Glossier scents, it is a me issue, not a fragrance issue, because these are almost universally well liked. They're supposed to be very subtle and smell like skin. I know this is mean, but I made the comment like, I guess it smells like skin if that skin was burning in a chemical fire. I'm in the minority here. I think it's the like cilantro soap thing. Maybe let's blame it on my genetics. I don't know. But number 7, Valentino Donna Born in Roma, came out in 2019. The perfumers are Honorine Blanc and Amandine Clerc Marie. The first time I smelled this, I immediately got a picture in my mind of a 55-year-old woman wearing a floor length, real fur coat, stepping out of a private vehicle to go to a gala. And then as it started to evolve, I got the image of like a 25-year-old woman back from the early 2000s who was stepping out of her own car, carrying a Coach bag, and walking into a tanning salon. So do with that what you will. It's a vanilla with some citrus in the opening. I tried it multiple times and it smelled different every time. It seems to be very reactive to skin chemistry. There was one time that I thought, this is great, I'm going to get a full bottle. There was another time when it went sharp on my skin and I ended up scrubbing it off. So it's not a bad scent. I know it's very well loved, but it doesn't always pair well with my personal skin chemistry. Number 6, Love Notes by Ariana Grande, Plush Vanilla. This one came out in 2025. The opening, I think it has a little bit of that roasty, toasty ingredient that I kind of abhor, but just a tiny bit. So it doesn't bother me that much, but also I don't think I'd ever want a full bottle of it because of that. In the dry down, it's so nice. Like, it's very comfy, cozy. I think it would be wonderful for winter. As soon as I put it on, I just feel like, oh, I'm snuggling up like in my nice sweater and drinking a hot cocoa. That's kind of what it evokes for me. Number 5, Afternoon Delight by Maison Margiela Replica. 2024, perfumer Carlos Benaim. I discussed this one in the last video, so I won't go into too much detail, but it is a vanilla gourmand with some spicy notes. I like it, but I think because I feel like I smell a teensy bit of booze and even a teensy bit of cigarettes, it's just not for me. Number 4, this one's by Kayali, and it is a mouthful for me. Fleur Majesty Rose Royale 31. This came out in 2025, and the perfumer is Nathalie Lorson. It has this bright, fresh, citrusy opening that is just really good for spring. I don't think I'd want a full bottle because there are some other florals I like better, but you can bet I'm gonna use up this sample. I've also been sampling some Parfums de Marly scents, and this reminded me of the Delina Exclusive, but I wouldn't say it's an exact dupe, more just in the same family. I feel like this one is for people who don't really love rose on its own and they need it served up with a spoonful of sugar. Number 3, LoveShackFancy Secret Crush. Ooh la la, who doesn't like a secret crush? This one came out in 2025. The perfumer is unknown, but Rebecca Hessel Cohen, who I believe is the company founder, is listed as creative. I need to once again retract a comment I made in a previous video when I said I never want to wear anything that smells like alcohol. This fragrance has a champagne accord, and I think it is just gorgeous. I don't even drink alcohol, but there's just this effervescence there. The bubbles and bubbly, it's here. You can smell and feel the bubbles. And it's paired with vanilla, which is very soft and sweet. So it's just this really great combination that reminds me of going to a wedding reception or a New Year's Eve party. It's like a glass of champagne next to a chantilly cake with that type of vanilla frosting, and it's nice. If that sounds like something you don't want to smell like, then you probably shouldn't go for this one. It's not what I usually want to smell like, but it's just really pleasurable to me to wear this. I would get a full bottle of this one if the bottle did not look the way it does. I don't want to be a hater, but I hate the Love Shack fancy bottles. I'll just say it. I hate them. I never want to see them again. They look like kids' toys, and that's probably the point, and that's okay. But I don't even want it hidden in my drawer. So I guess I'll have to stick to the sample for this one. Number 2, Clean Reserves Whipped Cherry by Jerome Epinette, my favorite. I talked about this one in my last video. It also ranked number 2 in my last video, so I won't say too many details, but it is still an absolute banger for me, a 10 out of 10. I spray this one on my t-shirt every single night about 2 or 3 hours before I go to sleep, and for those 2 or 3 hours, I'm basically just smelling it nonstop because I like it. I've been doing this for weeks and weeks. I want to get a full bottle when my samples run out, and I think I might just do this for years to come. That said, as I mentioned in the last video, it smells like chapstick. It is a synthetic smelling scent. This is not photorealistic cherry. This is red. Red fruit mixed with some tropical fruits. So if that's not for you, don't take the risk. Number 1, if you watched my last video, this won't be a surprise. Once again, it is Princess by Kilian with perfumer Honorine Blanc. I again turned in my voucher for this. I am predicting that in the fall and winter, I'm going to want to wear this one on repeat, but because the bottle is so ugly, I don't want to buy a full bottle. I have a feeling I'll get through both travel bottles pretty easily though. Okay, I think Walnut actually loves Princess by Kilian. He doesn't like a lot of perfumes, and yes, I let him smell all of them because I'm weird like that. But thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.